All right, and we're wrapped up. Sony have just finished off their conference. Let's talk headlines here. Let's talk headlines.
And there were lots of them.
Lots of them. Price?
Let's start at the end with the price. Yeah. Good news, everybody. You won't have to spend 500 euros or 430 pounds for a next-gen console. Yep. Bad news is they were kind of wavering on when it's gonna launch. They said holiday season, this holiday season.
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah. Whether that is that before
for
or
Europe
after
and North America, we've heard that it's coming 2013. That's what we were told at the Champions League final.
We saw the average, stuff like that.
So hopefully they're sticking to that.
Hopefully sticking to that.
But the price is right. That's good news.
Price is right, Bob.
And you will be able to sell your disc-based games if you want to.
Emphasize that. The place went off the hook at that particular point. But yes, the emphasis on disc-based games, like you'll be able to trade, lend to friends, and keep forever without worrying about any sort of DRM.
But one thing that they sort of, it's a small bullet point towards the end, multiplayer will only be available on PS4 if you're a PlayStation Plus member.
Which obviously enough is a bit of a disappointment, but as we're saying, because now the two services are pretty much evenly spaced.
It's pretty much the same now, I guess.
And you are getting all like the still game collection stuff like that, yeah.
I mean, if you got the PS Vita and your PS3, PlayStation Plus is such great value that you can't really fault them for doing that, really.
And also, if you do want to just stay offline, you can.
Yep.
Not worrying about 24 hours connections or anything like that. Yes, it's good. But I mean, that's the console itself. Games-wise, quite a good selection actually.
Definitely. Perhaps Microsoft did a thing they only, with the exception of Metal Gear Solid 5 and I think was one more title. Am I right about that? All of the rest was exclusive to Xbox One. Here, that was not the case. Not even Final Fantasy 15 and Kingdom Hearts 3 were actually sort of, they didn't use that word.
No.
So
and they would have used that word if that was the case.
Yeah. So we expect quite a lot of these third-party titles to hit Xbox One as well. And Elder Scrolls Online was also announced, which I think was kind of a nice thing.
It's a nice addition.
Yeah.
But also brand new games that we didn't expect to see.
Yes.
Was Mad Max.
Mad Max,
which is bizarre. I actually thought it was going to be Rage 2 for a second.
Actually, I've known for quite a while that Avalanche have been working on that game, and of course,
guy never tells us anything.
And it's a cool concept, and knowing what Avalanche does best, the open world games, sandbox
you can
stuff,
factor through.
You can figure sort of out what kind of game it's going to be, and I think it's going to be pretty awesome.
That's good. But that wasn't the only thing.
Nope. The Order, 1886. Did I get the date?
You got the date wrong, yes.
Yeah.
What? Not 1666. It's not that Ubisoft thing. No. 1866, which seems to be London steampunk. I hate
almost Hellgate London is sort of Victorian Hellgate London sort of thing. Yeah.
I hate using the word steampunk, but it did very much look like that. And I would presume from that trailer possibly 4-player co-op and stuff like that, all the usual trimmings. No gameplay shown, but very interesting.
It looked very cool, and Ready at Dawn has sort of been flying under the radar. Very high quality team that's been doing great stuff on the PSP. But I guess this is the game they've been working on very hard for a long time now, so great to see it, really. And some love for the indies.
I actually really like that. Yeah. They showed off basically a few of the indie titles that will be appearing on PlayStation 4, and it's a nice selection of stuff. I mean, obviously, like Supergiant, obviously sort of headlines and stuff, but we're looking at a remake of Abe's Odyssey and a few other titles that definitely look interesting. It's nice.
Secret Pawn Shows, I think, is a nice game.
What was the first-person survival one?
Outlast.
That scared the crap out of me.
Yeah, it looks really interesting, and all of those titles are going to hit PS4 as the first console. But and I also think it's kind of nice that Sony aren't locking them in as exclusive. They're not sort of caging the indies. They can bring it out to other platforms later on, and I think that's nice.
And they can self-publish.
Yeah, exactly. So,
but at the end, I think we have to mention the ending there.
Yes.
Along with like Assassin's Creed 4, Watch Dogs got a really good showcase, but we ended with the first gameplay footage of Destiny, Bungie's Destiny, which looks pretty sweet, I have to say.
Yeah. I can't imagine what that game will look like on current gen. They would just break down.
It looks spectacular there.
Yeah, absolutely great. And they got some exclusive deal going on there, extra content, whatnot.
I guess we'll get more details closer to launch and stuff like that. But I mean, there's so much more to talk about from Sony's conference as well as all the other conferences. But we're here at E3 all week. We'll be reporting on the website with interviews, previews, hands-on impressions as well.
But we should say we're very pleased with this, and it's actually been 4 great conferences today. So I'd say I'm pleased with all 4 of them in their own separate ways.
I'm exhausted. That's what I am.
Sure
but yeah,
am.
good conferences. But oh God, I need to sleep. So yeah, apart from that, join us all week at E3.